Yeah, we have to react to Crypto Death Watch because he's funny and I love him. He's talking about Novatech and a new message that went out. And this message was posted up a couple days ago, I think. I saw the video, man. He is hilarious. But what's even worse is the message itself. It definitely just sounds like a cult member typing out some nonsense and posting it up. And it's just filled with grammatical errors and all kinds of stuff. And then it had the audacity to say, do not discourage us with funny icons, which I will do. I will do that. I will discourage you with funny icons because you keep trying to keep a Ponzi scheme alive. And yeah, it is what it is. It's a scam. Novatech is a scam. The end. All right. Crypto Death Watch.
Crypto Muscle. Coming to you with another YouTube video. Yeah. Worldwide Syndicators. Where's that?
Worldwide Syndicators. Where's that?
Muscle Network. Coming to you in another video. Alright, let me just show you guys real quick here. The Crypto Muscle Network and the Crypto Muscle Legacy channels. These are the channels where you find opportunities, real news. Just tell it like it is.
Yeah.
You know, there's no cookie cutter stuff, you know, whipped cream and fluff jobs and stuff like that. You know, bullshit, garbage. You know, you gotta stay positive, guys.
Oh, I like that picture.
You know, crap like that.
Moving bullet.
All right, I mean, I'm telling you what is truly happening here, and I always back it up with information and facts.
Yeah.
And not just say stuff. You know, that's what a lot of people do. They just say stuff, or not even say stuff at all. All right, so also got my Telegram channel or chat if you want to hit that up. But yeah, subscribe to everything I got to stay on top of these things because I always sing it and bring it. All right. So just saying.
Sing it and bring it.
So I always like to begin with Novatech on the Death Watch series. This is the Death Watch series, by the way, if you haven't seen the title by now. And I always like to hit off the Death Watch series with Novatech, all right? Because Novatech is the one that started my Death Watch series. And I watched some of these other platforms that come through the ringer and all that. But people still kept trying to hang on to Novatech, like saying, oh, it's going to come through, guys. And people were praying and all this other bullshit. All right. And, you know, you can't mix God and prayers in crypto. It's just wrong. I mean,
first of all, it's not just mixing it with crypto. It's just weaponizing it, period, to get people to give you money. That's what happened. I mean, it's just, and I'm going to keep that real. She weaponized Christianity to get people to trust her, to give her money, offering them nothing in return. Some of these people have no idea to this very day still what crypto is all about. So I know I've talked to a couple of them. And it's just, I had to educate my own mother on this stuff. It took me 2 days to get her to understand why Novatech is a Ponzi scheme. 2 whole, dumb, long, exhausting days. But I had to do it because I didn't want my mother to fall victim to this crap. It's so crazy. It's like, man, she knew what she was doing. She knew the audience she was targeting. And she claimed to be trying to help people in low income that are socioeconomically disadvantaged, knowing that a lot of people would not understand crypto or these platforms or any of that. She knew what she was doing. And yet people want to keep covering up for her like she's God or something. It's just cultish. It's very cultish.
It's wrong straight up. All right?
Just stop weaponizing Christianity, period, to do
crypto.
bad things.
It's like oil and water. You don't mix the two together.
Okay. God,
so
just don't do
with
it.
that, let's see here. All I gotta say is, divine intervention can't save Novatech. All right, Cynthia's probably
God ain't
hiding
had
out
nothing
in
to do with it
Dubai.
to begin with.
All right, and Queen D
God
and
said,
her
leave me
prayers
out of your Ponzi
won't
scheme.
save jack shit from Novatech. All right.
Yeah.
She could probably think like that in her mind that she did all she could to pray and all that stuff, and of course it's gonna go unanswered. All right. I'm just being frank about it.
Yep.
Sorry about your damn luck, bitch. But yeah, so here's something that was interesting that came, let's see, was it yesterday?
Funny.
No, a couple days ago. This was a Telegram message sent. Update from the leaders. Good day, everyone. We would like to share a bit of insight about the current situation the company is going through. As we know, the company was created by Cynthia Petion and other co-founders, Eddie, Petion, and Ricardo, since 2019 to improve lives. They are committed to running this company based on transparency and integrity. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
2019, because they came around, I think, shortly after
They're using words that they can't define, and that these dumb petty. Look, girl, you have been so hypocritical to the idea of transparency and integrity that it's not even funny. And like I said, you want to weaponize Christianity and bring God into your mess. Leave God out of this. Leave him out of it. Just leave God alone. I don't understand why you weaponizing this, and you can't be transparent and integrity. Okay, so where are the proof of trading reports, financial statements? Where's that at? Because there's nowhere on the internet. You haven't filed it with any agency. So where's the proof of trading? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
FX.
Oh no!
Because I saw it and I passed because I didn't like the KYC. I didn't like how they were going to give you like a 1099 form and all that. When I saw the actual form you had to fill out, I was like, I don't want to do that shit.
Who had a 1099 form?
So I didn't do it. For the past 3 years, 6 months, everything has been running smoothly until January 2023. And by the way, so after I pushed that off, it wasn't until like 2021 when people started to seriously hit me up about it. And I'm just like, you guys are 2 years too late. I was already looking at it before and I passed, and then 2 years later, people were trying to hit me up, and I'm like, you guys are 2 years too late. All right, so everything was running smoothly until January 2023 when they started experiencing challenges with some new regulations regarding crypto in places like USA and Canada. Earlier this year, they were prohibited from operating in California and British Columbia because of the above reasons. They had
St. Vincent
pay back money to our beloved members and stop the trade. This has caused a huge amount.
St. Vincent has a regulation that was passed in 2022 called the Virtual Asset Business Act. And that's where they registered their dumb LLC at. So they're avoiding a lot of regulations and laws in many countries. You all realize that there are 4 countries listed on their restriction list. U.S., Canada just got added to it. But Thailand and Singapore are also on there. So it's not just the U.S. and Canada. It's just where probably the bulk of their money came definitely from the U.S. It was like over 60%, 65% actually, of the money flow were from people in the U.S. Probably even more than that, because they don't report anything. So how do you accurately know anything? Because, reasons. But, yeah, no. The U.S. was just added, but let's not forget the other 2 countries that were already there. Thailand and Singapore said, you're not going to run our economy. Get the hell on. So it's just, they got a securities warnings from Russia. If nobody wants to remember or talk about that. Are you scared of it or what? I'm just curious at this point. Are you afraid to bring up the word Russia? Is it that you all think something's going to happen because they had the right to send out the securities warning? Every country has the right to protect its people, its investors, and its economy. So that's part of capitalism as well. In case some of you forget what capitalism is defined to be. That is it. Because words go over your heads, I guess. I don't know. But, they're violating a lot of laws and regulations in many, 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 many countries. Not just the U.S. and Canada. So, God, yeah. Let's go.
Crypto in places like USA and Canada earlier this year. They were prohibited from operating in California and British Columbia because of the above reasons. They had to pay back money to our beloved members and stop the trade. This has caused a huge impact on the company financial status.
Yeah, real companies don't communicate and say words like that. They keep it professional. This has to be the most raggedy message ever And I'm going to clown these people, whoever sent this and posted this. I'm going to clown the crap out of you. I want you to know that. You got it coming.
Is that they didn't even pay back everybody. They make it sound like they paid back everybody that's from U.S., Canada, whatever.
That's a lie.
They didn't pay back
everybody.
They may have paid back some, but not everybody, because I know for a fact that people in those regions have not received their stuff back.
I won't even say some. I'll say
and good luck getting it back, by the way. The regulations regarding the crypto are still ongoing and tight in the U.S. at the moment. Yeah. The corporate team is busy working hard at the moment to get everything on track as soon as possible. All right. We see how it is right now. We all know the silence is too loud, but the CEO has decided to communicate with us once she is done fixing whatever she needs to be fixed.
What needs to be fixed? I'm confused. What's broken? When you say something needs to be fixed, you're implying something's broken. So what's broken? Because laws are laws. So what's broken here? You can't fix laws and regulations that are not just in one country or two countries. There are many countries that have the same laws and regulations regarding securities assets and registering that because they don't want that crap in their market. So what needs to be fixed? What's broken? Here's the question. What the hell is broken? And what is she fixing? And why is it that she needs to fix something? This is so cultish. It's not even funny. Oh, Lord. Mama say, mama sigh, mama gusta.
Thing is broken, all right? This thing will never be fixed. It's broken. It is badly broken. It's over.
Novatech is done.
It can't be fixed. It won't be fixed.
Anything.
Because you got to deal with this ongoing Canada and U.S. issues, and then other parts of the world
the laws
that are
not
flat
going
out
anywhere.
Not accepting Novatech as a legitimate platform as well. So they got to worry about all that. I mean, the ship has sailed. This thing is sunk. It's oxymoron, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because if you're on the ship has sailed, it's gone on. But at the same time, you got torpedoed, and this shit is sunk. It's done. It's over.
Got torpedoed.
This has caused a lot of anxiety and uncertainty amongst our members, knowing the owner's transparency commitment. I mean, she hasn't been transparent. She hasn't been committed and integrity. Well, she lied the shit off because...
I'm sorry, where are the proof of trading reports? Okay, where are your financial statements? If you are giving out 1099s to people, that means you're filing taxes. Where are those tax statements? Where are your tax reports? They don't exist? Got it.
Because she talked about all these things that they were going to do, right? And laid out the groundwork for plans from April, May, now to June, which didn't pan out to be as planned.
I don't understand.
But at least say something about it, all right? That's a problem with that, is that they don't come out and say something about it.
She ain't got nothing to say.
No one here is to lose money or being scammed.
That's a lie.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, buddy, but yes, you're going to lose your money. And I don't like using the word scammed, but I guess in this instance, you will be too. Yeah. We don't communicate regularly.
Even he said it. Novatech is scamming people. I'm not saying crypto. I said Novatech. Novatech is a Ponzi scheme. I didn't say crypto is a Ponzi scheme. Novatech is a Ponzi scheme. And I really think anybody should have the right to feel however they want to feel about crypto in general. It sounds to be very exhausting right now and very annoying, but let's not forget about the crypto trading platforms that are registered and that are operating legally in many, many countries, not just the U.S. I don't understand why people think that the U.S. is the only country on the planet. You have other countries that have laws and regulations and require that any trading platform that is trading or exchanging securities assets to have all those things registered and do things the right way. It's not just in the U.S. So no one's going to talk about the fact that it's happening in other European countries. I'm sorry, St. Vincent and the Grenadines VABA of 2022, their Virtual Asset Business Act of 2022, is legislation that requires, is a regulation that was passed in 2022 that requires any LLC or BC registered business in St. Vincent, like Novatech is, their LLC is registered for Novatech Ltd. It's registered in St. Vincent, that if they're going to operate as a virtual asset service provider, that they have to register with all the countries that they're doing business with and bring that proof of registration back to the Financial Services Authority in St. Vincent and then register there in St. Vincent as a virtual asset service provider. That is not the same thing as being registered as an LLC. Now they have to register as a Forex business or a virtual asset service provider along with their LLC registration. So they technically should walk away with 2 out of St. Vincent. So if you keep thinking that the U.S. is the only country with all these lockdowns, then you just want to attack the U.S. You're not really, you're not doing your homework and looking up other countries that have similar or the same laws, because good Lord, Russia sent the securities warning and they have the same laws there too. They don't have time for your dumbass Ponzi scheme. Especially when you come in with this cult-like nonsense, weaponizing Christianity, and then you really sound like some goofballs. Get it? How long so up with that? Nobody don't want your Ponzi scheme destroying their economy. Novatech is a Ponzi scheme. I'm sorry, where are the proof of trading reports that Novatech would be liable and responsible for providing? Got it. It doesn't exist.
If we don't communicate regularly, it's because we don't have updates as well. She decided to keep all her strategies secrets to confuse the enemies and haters. Avoid watching unhealthy YouTube videos to get updates about the company. What's unhealthy about being real? Is this being unhealthy?
It goes against that cult mentality.
Just asking a question to ask yourself.
They call unhealthy. Look, we're unhealthy because we're not in a cult. If you're talking about anything outside of what the cult is telling you to say, then you're unhealthy. Got it?
Healthy.
I'm clowning
when
this.
you tell
I am
it
going
like
to clown
it is
this
and
so
being
hard.
real about it. I've been real about this for a long time now, ever since they started having their issues. And looking at it, I'm just like, common sense tells me that
cult members don't
this
use common
shit
sense.
is gonna fall apart and die. And that's why I said early on, this is gonna die in 2023.
Yep.
All right.
Cult members don't use logic and common sense. I hope y'all know that. They don't use logic and common sense. That just kind of goes over their head. I don't even know if they understand the definition of those terms, because when you're in the cult, it's almost like you got to forget everything you know, and you just got to believe what the leaders are telling you, and then go out to the 4 corners of the earth and regurgitate that crap to other people. Sometimes you're just going to have people who do use logic and common sense to say, what the hell are you talking about? Because reasons.
These are words of encouragement and reassurance that we can share at this moment. Wait.
Patience, your damn
trust.
rapture.
We're all together in this journey, hoping for a quick comeback.
Rain cloud.
Let's see. Nothing has come out since. You missed time in April. And then paid the first week in May.
That made no sense.
And then, all right, let me just get this straight. 3 weeks of April has not been paid.
Wow.
All right. Then you have May. The first week of May has been paid.
Wow.
And then you haven't been able to withdraw ever since.
What?
So, how's that? Right? And some people have received their trading account 5% from their trading account. Some, like little, a couple people here and there. Other than that, nothing ever since. And the way things are looking, man, it's so much like CashFX,
It's
and it just kind of trickles down to nothing. All right, man, we need those ball-headed dildos from CashFX to come over here and just start tracking the spreadsheet weekly and just say, oh, it's so great, wonderful. Another 0.001% week, by the way, for 3 weeks in a row now. And so they are really getting real stingy with the weekly percentage.
Wow.
Whereas CashFX is still dealing out like 1.2, 1 to 1.2% weekly dashboard numbers. But these guys here, they're not playing around. Not even dashboard numbers. They're being stingy even with the dashboard numbers. So as an urgent update from the company is needed, the CEO promised to do so only.
Y'all, dashboard numbers are basically fake numbers. They're not even real. They just using some, made up compound calculator, and you just see some dashboard numbers because the money is not in that account. Because the accounts are not real. They're not real. There's no money in those accounts. They're just showing you numbers on the screen. So that's what dashboard number is, and that's exactly what Novatech has always been doing, is showing you dashboard numbers. Now, Ponzi schemes are not designed for everybody to get paid. They're only designed for the people at the top of the pyramid to get paid. That would be that little girl, her dumb husband and brother, and maybe a couple of the earlier, people that put money into this. They're the ones at the top of the pyramid that are getting the biggest rewards out of it. That's it. That money is not going to just come raining back down again. It doesn't. That's not how Ponzi schemes work. Everybody's just not going to get paid. You get 1 or 2 payments to bait you in and to hook you in so that you can feel like this is legitimate. But then when you have the cult leaders telling you, let it just compound, leave it there, don't take it out. Like, why is this being treated like some long-term investment? It's stupid. That's a way to get you to not take out your money. When you're being told that is because they don't want everybody to withdraw, because they don't have the liquidity to cover it. And if they have $2 billion under management, she really need to get her behind whooped. Because that means that you got money to pay people and you're still not paying it. If that's the case, I don't know why some confidant would spread something vicious like that when what they're doing is the complete opposite of someone that could have $2 billion with a B. $2 billion under management. So if you've got $2 billion under management, you really pissed a lot of people off, because now you're saying, we got all this money and we're not giving y'all none of it. What the hell? How is that better? This is what I'm talking about. The cult-like mentality of it, where you just take what people say, you trust them for no reason. It's not like anybody really has any reason to trust anything she says at this point, or any of these dumb leaders. There's no reason to trust anything they say. They don't want you to use logic or reasoning or ask questions or none of that. Then they're trying to tell you what you should and should not listen to and watch. Get out of here and kick rocks. Kick rocks. What the hell is that? I don't understand this. And then above all, you're weaponizing Christianity, and I'm sure God would like to be left out of this Ponzi scheme altogether, because he ain't had nothing to do with it to begin with. How about that? The end.
When she is done with all the works.
All the works.
Yeah, good luck with that shit.
Yeah. Wait.
All the works.
I just wanted to be able to slow this down so I could capture this. I'm going to still take a picture of this message and post it up.
Yeah, good luck with that shit. Please note that due to popular demand, we will have a prayer service on the last Saturday of the month and one on the first of the Saturday of the month until God brings our beloved company back.
What? Is this a joke? Is that a joke? Please note that due to popular demand, a prayer service on the last Saturday of the month and one on the first Saturday of the month until God, y'all gonna be praying till Jesus get back. This is what I mean. Why are you all weaponizing Christianity? You playing with people's faith and beliefs by doing this, when we have laws and regulations that she can just follow. Why is she exempt from laws? Is she one of those types that believe that she could walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and then y'all will still cover for her? Is that what we are with this cult? Will you all think like, she's a black female version of Donald Trump? She could walk down Fifth Avenue, shoot somebody, and get away with it? Is that how deep this cult is? So if she committed murder, nobody would care, and you all would just shield, protect her, and pray for her, and not actually see that justice is done to the person that she shot and killed. Oh my God.
We'll have a prayer service on the last Saturday of the month and one
What?
on the first of the Saturday of the month until God brings our beloved company back.
Man.
All right, so yeah. Here's a funny one too. I haven't spoken to my upline in so long, then I heard you guys saying all of them are falling sick, so I called her and she has cancer. Of course. Laugh out loud.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy how they were getting sick, right? Even that Dr. ZZ dude claimed to have cancer or some sort of sickness too, which is one of the big leaders that Cynthia talked to.
Are you serious? Is this for real? Why are you all, man? If you do not have a diagnosis with test results to support that is the worst thing ever. Why can't you just say I don't want anything to do with this Ponzi scheme and then walk away? You don't owe anybody anything. Why can't you just say, you know what, I'm done with this, and I'm done, and then you be done with it? What in the world? If you lying about having cancer, boy, that is just crazy. That's cultish. That is so extreme, it's not even funny. Are you kidding me? There are people out here who are actually suffering with cancer. So you're using that excuse to get out of a dumb Ponzi scheme, and you don't have it? Man, that's disgusting.
But anyhow, that's your Novatech update.
That's crazy, man.
This shit is done. I mean,
okay.
Even guys like, a friend in the, I would say a friend in the space, right? You know, like we've interacted and stuff like that and collaborated. Gerald has, dropped his link now to it. And there's countless of others have, right? Notable people out there. But that was the one that stuck out to me. Because I know that he supported Novatech for a very long time. And, just decided to finally stop holding up the link. That's all.
Should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, so that's Novatech. All right, it's been dead for a while. I mean, the writing was on the wall. It was so obvious when they started to trickle down the payments less and less.
I know, right?
And so, yeah, I just wanted to share this because that was something new and relevant.
So, I think that's the end of his Novatech thing because he goes over other stuff. But this is what's so crazy to me is that, you rather sit here and try to shield her and protect her and lie for her and take up for her, but nobody cares about the people that just want their money back. Like, nobody owes you trust, little girl. Nobody owes you that. I don't know why you have this sense of entitlement of trust or anything. I'm telling you, if she were to say that, I could walk down Fifth Avenue, shoot somebody, kill them, and then my cult members would protect me. Y'all probably would, not y'all, but a lot of people would jump into that, and they would shield and protect her. Oh, she had to kill that person because, they were walking on the other side of the street. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely cultish. It's absolutely disgusting. And the fact that they are calling themselves transparent when they're not being transparent at all, and then people still don't want to call this the Ponzi scheme that it is, but then they're not producing evidence to show that they're not a Ponzi scheme. Because if I make an allegation, unlimited freedom, that this is not trading, that Novatech is not trading book trades, and trades aren't going to market, and there's no evidence and proof to support it, then the fact that there's no evidence and proof to support it legitimizes my allegation. And then the burden would be on Novatech to prove that they are by producing evidence. Man, when you guys go to civil court and you got preponderance of evidence, right? The preponderance of evidence has to fit the allegation. If I allege that they don't have proof or evidence of financial statements or of A-book trades that actually went to market, then the fact that there's no evidence to support it would be my compelling evidence, my preponderance. There's no evidence to support that. There's no evidence to show that they were actually doing A-book trades that went to market. B-book trades, and I'm going to show that in a different video because they actually allege to do instant executions of trades, which is mostly aligned with B-book trades, which are more so trades done in-house. So Novatech tried to serve as its own brokerage, and they never went out, those trades never went out to market. That's why they had such a huge spread, 2.2 pips, because they were charging out the butt for those trades, but they were covering the trades, and they can't prove that they went to market. So the lack of evidence that they were not doing A-book trades that went to market is proving my point. Now it's on Novatech to prove the evidence. Why don't you just, instead of you saying, we who are saying that it's a Ponzi scheme and that they don't have proof of trading, why don't you go to your cult leader and ask them, can you all just show proof of trading that these trades were A-book trades that went to market? Can you just send that, like make that demand? You're the investors. You're the so-called investors. Why don't you just make the demand to these dumb peons to say, we demand that you all show us proof of trading and disclose financial statements because by law you are obligated to give that to us. Why don't you all do that, cult members? I'm wondering, why won't you make that demand of financial statements and proof of A-book trading that went to market? Just demand that because you are the investors that have the legal right to demand that and get that information. As opposed to telling people who are calling Novatech a Ponzi scheme because there's lack of evidence that exists, that they have not registered as a hedge fund, that they never registered as a brokerage, that they never registered as an investment firm. You're asking us to prove our point when the lack of evidence is proving our point. So you will understand preponderance of evidence when cases start going to court, because that's not, obviously it's something that you don't want to look up. And I don't expect cult members to really understand simple terms, let alone larger concepts like preponderance of evidence. I don't expect you to understand that. So that's fine. I mean, but don't ask people to prove something that we are already proving by saying that it doesn't exist with the simple fact that there's no evidence and it doesn't exist. I mean, she's got to be one to show that evidence. She's had 3 chances to do it in every cease order, and she could have requested hearings to show that in courts of laws, like in the court of law, and she failed to do it. So, yeah. You're talking about if it goes to a judge. You know how dumb that sounds when there were 3 opportunities for this to go to a judge, and she never even requested the hearings. She was summoned to go to the hearing in Canada, and they rejected the summons. And that's documented. And I believe that over anything that she says, because she hasn't backed up anything that she says with any proof or evidence. None. There are no financial statements out there. No proof of trading. A-book trading. So kick rocks, you dumb cult members of Novatech. Stop weaponizing Christianity. I love Crypto Death Watch. He is hilarious. And I'm going to clown you all on this Dr. Bruce Mulawayi or whatever. Sir Yannick Katinde. Oh, yeah. You got all the emoticons coming your way, buddy. All right. This was fun and funny. As always, Novatech is dead. It's a Ponzi scheme. Even Crypto Death Watch said it. This is scamming people. Oh, Lord. All right.